What's up, my little Tattle Tells? How y'all doing today? Well, if you are Kanye West, you might have just gotten what you asked for, but not what you wanted. You guys, what am I talking about? Adidas. Adidas has cut their partnership with Kanye West. But get this, they're stopping all payments on Kanye too. You guys, Kanye is either having the best streak ever where all his dreams have been realized, or the worst week in the world, depending on where you fall. We'll see, y'all. Listen, just to recap what's happened so far, everybody that Kanye up until last week claimed he valued has cut ties with them because of his anti-everybody remarks, right? And when Tor with Vogue cut ties with them. Why? Let me just take you a quick recap, then we'll get to this Adidas story because it's deep, y'all, and there's a lot of shots they take at him. I want to get your opinion on it, right? And when Tor cut ties with Kanye, now I gotta say this, she's on her way out too. She already is a sinking ship and was like, ew, get away from me, because and when Tor is being called out of touch, elitist, and also lacking diversity. Boom. Def Jam cut ties with Kanye. Now, before y'all jump in my DMs being like, actually, Kanye's contract was over last year with Def Jam. Yeah, but you're talking semantics. It's Kanye as an artist. Good music, which is what Kanye used to put out his music and put out his emerging artists. Good music was under Def Jam. They cut ties with the good music contract. All of Kanye's albums were put out under good music. Now that said, right? Good music will be okay, right? Kanye as an artist had separated from Def Jam a year ago. Good music was still under Def Jam. That is the vehicle Kanye uses. Now, Kanye is a big artist. I'll be honest with you. The Def Jam thing was the one thing where I was like, and that ain't gonna make a difference. Kanye has, even though he's not on Twitter, Instagram, or even Facebook for that matter, he does have the Parler app. No matter where he puts out music, his fans are going to go and stream and download that music. To that point, fine. Also, Big Sean is free to make other music. Now, a lot of people told me that Big Sean had already left good music. Good. I heard him and Janae are having a little baby girl. Blessings to them. Let's get some happy, feel good music out of that, right? I will say, okay, fine. Now, who's the next shoe to drop? There's so many. Balenciaga. Balenciaga cut ties with Kanye, and Kanye had the nerve to stand in front of us and admit, to me, I thought it was shocking that you were doing all that Balenciaga mess for free. And I said, wait a second, is Kim getting paid for this mess? What is going on? You're bragging. And again, I don't know why he would brag about that. You're bragging that you took a brand that, you know, in rich circles, Balenciaga has always been a brand, but you took a brand and you gave it the Yeezy treatment, and you did this and you did that, and you built up and you walked in the show and you designed a collection and you did all this to put them on the map for free, and then they drop you? How do they cut off a partnership with you if you weren't getting paid? Again, y'all, Yeezy fans, explain to me, and don't come in my comments being, Kanye's a genius, you just don't know his next move. He playing chess, not checkers. All right, he's doing the Queen's Gambit, I guess. And here's the thing, Kanye, make the moves you want. I'm actually interested to see if he can actually get out of this one. It won't be with my help, but I'm interested to see if he can get out, because what is my help, right? Kanye, he's a billionaire, right? We'll talk about that in a second. But all jokes aside, right? I'm interested to see if he will get out of this. But all the Kanye fans in my comments, and again, I welcome it, right? I used to be a Kanye fan too until he started like, right? But what I'm trying to say in a long, drawn out way, hit that like and subscribe button, just thought I'd get in there, is the fact that, can you explain to me, because here's the thing, make the moves you want, but Kanye's also expecting people to follow him. People feel comfortable following people when you don't even have any clue where you're going. You're doing eyes wide shut, blind faith. And again, maybe you support because you read it. I don't know. Just explain to me, and don't tell me he's a genius. Don't tell me he'll get out of that. Maybe he will. Just explain to me where you think this is going. That's what I'm curious about. Give me something to root for. Anyway, right? Balenciaga, this, that. He already is banned from like all the luxury global goods, right? Adidas stock was tanking yesterday. And I know people say, oh no, it was down because of China. Baby, if I feel like it, I'll put it up here. The stock tanked yesterday, which is why Adidas has given in. Finally, they have ended, right? They have ended their relationship with Kanye. And while I've heard, even from Adidas' own mouth, that Yeezy is responsible for 80% of Adidas sales worldwide, Adidas, when they ended it, put a statement out saying, guess what? They did a thorough review. Listen to this. They're trying to say, baby, we still good without Ye. We'll see about that. Because they said they did a thorough review of their Yeezy partnership and are expected to lose only $246 million in net income by ending the deal. That don't even sound right, but it sounds like they're trying to save their stock and make people believe that it's not the only thing, right? Again, let's get into it. The German shoe company says Ye's recent comments and actions have been unacceptable, hateful, dangerous, and they violate the company's rules of diversity and inclusion, mutual respect, and fairness. Now, I do want to say, right, I do not agree with Kanye's remarks. I get what he was saying, I do, and I get where he was going, right? As much as y'all don't like to admit it, I read, right? I read books. The whole point is, even the grains of truth he was saying, when they were there, a lot of times it was just like, what are you talking about? Was steeped in misogyny. It was steeped in hate. It was steeped in dog whistles. I don't care for my community and anybody else's. I will not stand for that. And for y'all being like, oh, the truth, y'all literally are putting 20. I think people are projecting their own version of what he said. When if you listen to his words, when they literally confronted him and said, but you're spewing hate, you're causing hate. And he stopped playing. And he said, you're a smart guy. You know what you're saying is hateful. You know you're spewing hate. He stopped playing and he said, oh, I know exactly what I'm saying. And because he felt like hate was put on his people for so long, it's okay to put hate on other people. I just don't believe in that. I do want to say this though, right? I do want to say this. This is where Mr. West needs to realize that this is where your community comes in handy. Because again, if you were tighter to the community and you hadn't cast the community aside and you thought we couldn't do anything for you, the community never helps you when you're up. That's a funny thing about American racism. The community never helps you when you're up. When you're up, you're up. You don't need help. You don't need anybody singing Kumbaya because you're up. When you're up and you're popping in America, you are untouchable. The community helps you when you're down. Because honestly, had you been around the community, maybe somebody could have talked sense into you and been like, don't say that. What are you saying? Do you know? Like, listen, what are you trying to say? Well, let's find a different way to say it, because you can't say that type of stuff. Not because, ooh, you work on it. No, but because it is hateful. It is hurtful. It is vile. It is extreme. Don't say those things, right? But also because the reason I feel like everybody's going after him and literally has him on this, like literally has him on the ropes, and they're kicking wives down because they know he's unprotected, because they know there's not going to be any outcry, because they know nobody's going to come to his defense and explain what he meant, or explain he might be going through a mental episode, or explain how to get out of this. You see what I'm saying? And who did he put himself in bed with? Candace Owens, right? And where's Candace right now, laughing after he bought the Parlor app? Please. They said as a result, Adidas will terminate the partnership with Ye. It's important. In production of Yeezy branded products, and stop all payments to Ye and his company. They are now saying that he is completely in breach of contract. And the reason why they're stopping payments, I would speculate, is because they're going to go after him for damages, because now they're saying, baby, you ain't getting let out of this partnership. You blew up the partnership. You cost us $246 million. Until we go to court and a judge or a mediator lets us know how much of that $246 million that you're going to have to reimburse us, or we can keep out of your profits, baby, we're giving you no more payments. That's right. Adidas is now going after Kanye for blowing up the partnership, for violating the character morality clause that most business contracts have. You can have a business contract, right? And it can be ironclad, but somebody cannot make you stay in business with someone that does something that irreparably damages the character or interest of any of the partners. Usually that irreparable damage is very, very hard to prove. Very hard to prove. But Kanye gave them the perfect storm. A German company is tied to someone making anti-everybody remarks that even, let's get this, even the anti-defamation leagues came out and said was dangerous rhetoric. That 100% is a smoking everything in court, and there's not a judge alive that wouldn't see the link that a German company could not be attached to such things, bias, interests. Do you see what I'm saying? Kanye, they're about to hit him in his pockets hard for damages. That's why they're stopping payment on all profits that he has earned thus far, because they're going to need to dip into that bank account. You guys, again, there was a hashtag boycott Adidas that was trending all over Twitter over the weekend, especially when the company announced the sale of new Yeezy shoes. Adidas really tried it. They should have sat there and ate their rice and did this launch 2 weeks later instead of now. Like, do they have, I know they're a German company, but surely you have somebody on the ground in America reading that wind, right? Especially while other companies like Balenciaga, Vogue had already cut off, Adidas was silent except to say that it was under review. They said the review actually had nothing to do with Ye's recent rants. For months, he publicly accused the company of ripping off his designs for non-Yeezy branded merchandise, so the relationship was already on ice. Now, that said, Adidas can sue Kanye, but Kanye can also countersue. You know what they say in the eyes of the law? Just because I was wrong doesn't make you right. Just because I blew up the partnership and I might owe you some money, you also owe me money for the shoes. So, you know, listen, it's incredibly profitable for Adidas. They were the distributor and manufacturer of Yeezy shoes. Ooh, it's a lot. It's a lot. I want to know what you think. I know Kanye got what he asked for, but sometimes you get what you asked for, but not what you always wanted. I think Kanye wanted to be a free thinker, creative, master of his own ship, launching his brands. What corporation is going to go in business with him? I'm being serious. What hedge fund is going to invest in him? Now, he still does have Elon Musk on his roster. Elon Musk has a multi-billionaire, right? He makes Kanye look like, ugh. Let's see if Elon invests in Kanye and his hopes and his dreams. He got enough money. It's not even going to hurt him, right? According to what Elon's net worth is. But I do want to say this. Was it worth it? Was it worth it? And I know what y'all saying about, oh, Kanye just wanted the truth to come out and this and that. I don't know. There was something about his rants that I found disingenuous. I found like he was doing it for shock value. I found that I don't believe he believed half the things he said. And the other half, I'm like, I want to believe you don't believe this. But you guys, Yeezy fans, let me know, where do you think things are going? I know you'll support Kanye. I know you'll buy Kanye, but has anybody thought about maybe starting, I'm not even joking, a GoFundMe if y'all believe, because he's going to need that. I know he's a billionaire. But when you get into the type of numbers that's needed for production, manufacturing, distribution, enough to keep your product at a price point that a consumer in the market, let's just say, what is Yeezy's price points? $350, $600 for a pair of sneakers that a consumer can actually purchase on a regular basis. $1 billion, he'll blow through that $1 billion. And again, a lot of those billion that he was worth was through Adidas stock options and also Skims stock options. But now that we know that Skims he only owned 5% of Skims, right? I don't know. You guys, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.